All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a 2011 Chevy Malibu doing the hub bearings. These are some of the worst hub bearings I've done before. I had to hammer one side out already. I wanted to do that before I showed you guys what I had going on. So I'm going to show you guys on the driver's side, step by step, what we need to do. So that's enough talking. Let's get to it. All right, guys, before we get to work, I just want to say thank you to all my new and old subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys. And I know we're at like 860 something, but that's really amazing to me knowing that 800 people on the planet watch my channel and they get help from me and they learn stuff from me, or they just watch me for entertainment. I don't know what it is, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless. And I'm going to make a video to address my giveaway video. I know a lot of people didn't enter at all, but I still want to make a video addressing that and how that went. So you'll see that in the near future if you're interested. But that's enough of me blabbing. Let's get to work. We're gonna get to taking off the tire, and for this you're gonna need a 19 millimeter. I'm using the impact as always, so I'm gonna get to taking that off and show you guys that process, and then we're gonna move to the rest of the process we need to get done, which is going to be the brake pad, caliper assembly. All that stuff has to come off, and then we're going to move to the more detailed things. Move over to the caliper mounting bracket bolts and the caliper bolts. So these ones right here are going to be a 14 millimeter. I don't know if you guys can see that, 14 millimeter, and the actual mounting bolts that mount it to the knuckle is going to be a 15 millimeter. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're going to get to work getting these off of here. Hopefully they don't give us too much trouble, and don't look like it. That's pretty good. As I didn't turn you back on, I just kept working, but now we're taking out the 15 millimeter bolts. Taking those out now. And that's gonna slide off. So is the rotor. Set that aside. So now we're gonna get to all of this. We need to bungee cord this up or wrap this up somewhere. Let me try to sit this up somewhere really quick and I'll get back to you guys. Now we're going to be removing the strut from the knuckle, and this is going to be a 18 millimeter. Yeah, 18 millimeter fits on there pretty snug. And for the other side, I'm just using channel lock pliers to hold it in place, and I'm gonna use the impact to zip them off of there really quick. I'll show you guys that, and after that we're gonna be moving on to the axle nut, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna take out. Usually people take out the outer tie rod end, but I'm not doing that just because it's extra work putting that back in, and you can make it maneuver around without taking out the outer tie rod end. Oh yeah, and just to show you guys, this is why I'm replacing it. Obviously, This side was the worst side when it came to this being broken while the ABS light was on, because it's not even connected. Hopefully this one comes out easier than the other one did. That one was easy. All right. I'm gonna get a hammer and knock these loose. I had some trouble with getting the axle disconnected from the hub and the knuckle. Hopefully I can get it out of here by just tapping it, placing, using an extension. I don't have a punch here with me because I'm driving out to somebody's house to do this, so I don't have all my tools. Even then, I don't have an air compressor at this person's house. So hopefully I can get it out of here. So I'm literally just using this as a punch to knock it loose, but it's so corroded and so rusty that it's fighting me each and every step of the way. So we're gonna see if we can get it done today, but it's gonna be the same day for you guys either way. But you might run into this as well. If I had my torch with me, and if you have a torch, you can heat this up over and over again, just right in this area, and you will be able to help that rust and everything else break loose and get it out of there easier. So I'm gonna keep trying this, and I'll come back to you guys when it's done. It's not going the way I want it to, so I got the torch. We're gonna heat it up and see what happens. All right, guys, that took way longer than I wanted it to, but we got it out with heat and a lot of time. So yeah, if you ever have hub bearing lights on or ABS lights on, just get it replaced when it comes on. That'd be nice. You know, just get it done when the light is on. And if I'm not mistaken, these bolts are a 13. Let me stop complaining. These are 13. I'm using the impact to get them off, and these are all 3 of them. They're only 3 to release the hub bearing. All right, guys, I'm gonna be tapping this with a hammer. Not really tapping, but we're gonna heat this up as well and see what we can get off. Everything is pretty much all right. We're gonna give it a couple whacks.
One eternity later.
80,000 impressions later.
Would you please stop imitating me? It is starting to get very annoying.
All right, guys, we got it back on there. We're just going to reverse the process with less hammering, of course. We're going to tighten these back up. We're going to put this back on, put the rotor back on. You're going to just reverse the whole process to put everything back on. And when you guys have a hub, or as it says on the car, ABS light come on, make sure you change those as soon as possible. Don't wait 4 months, 3 months, 6 months, because then it becomes a headache like you saw here, heating it up, beating it off. That didn't sound right, but ignore that. Hitting it with a hammer to make it come off, that sounded too long. All right, but you get the gist. Don't wait too long to get this work done, or do it yourself. It's going to turn into a headache. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to reverse the whole process, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Just remember, the hub bolts are 13, 17, I think, or maybe
You want
yeah, 18. I think it's an 18. But remember, go through the video a couple times if you need to. And yeah, this job is harder, I would say. It's not, you don't have to get up under the car, but it is a harder job if you make it harder by waiting a longer time to change out your parts. Parts do not last the life of the car. They have to be replaced, and just like oil changes, things have to be kept up on. So don't play yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Let me know what you thought about the video, and remember, get the work done before 6 months pass. Get the work done as soon as you can. If it's a month, that's cool, but don't go anything past a month. But enough talking. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you thought about the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So catch me in the next one. Peace.
Kill man guy na.